Good day. I am Dr. Tasnima Cornelissen Nordin from the Department of Social Work at Stellenbosch University. Today, I'd like to share with you what our department does and why you need to come to Stellenbosch University to study social work. At our department, our mission is to cultivate thought leaders in social development. Our focus is on integrating theory and practice and developing critical thinking and analytical skills within a local as well as a global context. We strive towards delivering social workers who are suitable for any environment with a range of graduate attributes which include being engaged citizens, well-rounded individuals, and dynamic professionals. So, what is social work? We are often asked. Social work is an established international profession, primarily aimed at empowering people. And how do we empower people? We empower people to meet their own needs and to find solutions for their own problems rather than solving their problems for them. Who are social workers? Social workers are skilled, trained professionals who are creative and innovative to face many challenges alongside our client system. Social workers enjoy challenges and believe that one can make a difference in the living conditions of groups, individuals, families, and communities. These individuals include children, adults, and older people within the context of community. What do we as social workers do? We render professional services within these groups. As social workers, we enable our client system to develop problem-solving skills and abilities, as well as the capacity to be able to problem-solve themselves, thereby improving their living conditions as well as their quality of life. We are often asked, where do social workers work? Social workers work in a range of areas, which include state departments. These state departments include the Department of Social Development, the Department of Health, the Department of Education, and even the military. Most social workers, however, are employed in non-governmental organizations, NGOs as they are often known. Some that may be familiar to you are Badisa, ASIFIA, and also child welfare organizations. Others are employed in residential care facilities for people with special needs. These would include what is traditionally known as old age homes, as well as orphanages, and also homes for people with disabilities. Social workers are also employed in schools. We refer to them as school social workers, and in the healthcare setting, in hospitals, known as hospital social workers. What is important to note is that social workers can also be employed in private practice, so you could be your own boss. What qualifications do you need to become a social worker? As a social worker, you must have a bachelor's degree in social work. You can also continue your studies to do a master's degree in social work and then furthermore a PhD. What is important is what requirements you need to do the undergraduate program. And for this, academically, you need a matric average of approximately 65%, excluding life orientation. So, what draws us to the program is that there are no specific subject requirements. However, we do recommend that you have strong language skills, particularly in your home language, and that you have a great interest in subjects such as history, geography, biology, sciences, and business studies. Because social work is quite a theoretically intensive course. You must be willing to study really, really hard. You also need a number of personal characteristics. These include excellent verbal and writing skills. Verbal skills are what we use to engage with our client system every time we render services. Our writing skills are extremely important as we go on the principle of if it's not written, it's never been done. So, if you engage with a client at any point, it is important that reports are written all of the time. Most of all, an absolute love and passion for people is essential. If you're not able to engage well with people and you don't love people, social work may not be the career for you. However, if you do have a passion and love for people, social work may just be the career for you. So, what do we offer within our undergraduate program? Our program is a 4-year BSW degree, which leads to a professional qualification. And what does this mean, a professional qualification? Well, it means that all students are registered with the South African Council for Social Service Professions from the 2nd year. This means that there is a sense of accountability for all services we render. So, even when students register from the 2nd year, they are accountable to the Council for Social Service Professions. The focus of our training in social work is social work methods. These methods relate directly to the client system in terms of individual work, which we refer to as casework, also group work, which we refer to as social work, group work, as well as community work. In addition to those methods, there is also administration. Administration is an essential part of social work because of the principle, if it's not written, it's not done. Furthermore, you are trained in social work theories, policy and legislation, as policy and legislation guide the world of the social worker. What is also important is that we deal with contemporary issues, and these can be any social issues that you can possibly think of. Social workers will render services in those fields. But why choose social work and why choose Stellenbosch University to come and study social work? For one, our department is unique. We engage with our students. Our students are not just a number. We try and strive to the best of our ability to know every student by name and engage with them at every level. Our passages are always abuzz with students from the 1st year right through to the 4th. So we know our students. We know them well, and we aim to build a professional relationship with each of our students, as we expect our students to build a professional relationship with each of the clients to whom they render services. Our continuous field placements are also unique, as it forms part of the training from the 1st year to the 4th. As a 1st year student, you will already be exposed to real issues, real communities, and real people. So, none of our work is done in camera, and case studies are used in class, not in practice. From the 1st year, you will be introduced to a client to whom you will render services. Of course, you will not do this unguided, because our practice education and our theory run concurrently. You have the opportunity to apply what you've learned in the theory class within your practice. Theory and practice education are separate subjects at our department, although they do run concurrent, and they are integrated and applied. What does this mean? This means you will sit in class and study all your theory, depending on which year you are in, or perhaps 2 days a week. You will go out in the community and render services to the client system, individuals, groups, and communities. But before you do this, you have to go out into the community. You will be receiving structured supervision from a professionally trained social worker at our department, where you will be guided so as to know what services to render, how to render these services, and you will be evaluated on the basis thereof. So, at least once a week, you will go out and render services, you will write reports, and receive supervision. Our practice education is continuous evaluation. Every report written will be graded, and that will provide you with the marks for your entire year. What is beautiful about our program and very special, and which we are very proud of, is that our practice education program is regarded as the flagship program for practice education in the country by the Council for Higher Education. Furthermore, the diversity within our department and the value-driven teaching and learning philosophy is our hallmark. We take great pride in delivering sought-after alumni that are in high demand in practice. So, while news goes around that many social workers are unemployed, our social workers are sought after. Within a couple of months of graduating, they come back as graduates who are employed. We look forward to having you in our department in the coming year and in coming years to qualify as thought leaders in social development. Thank you. We look forward to welcoming you.